What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sneaky, also known as Mom and All, and in this channel we are about thriving, especially in our personal finances. So if that is your type of thing, make sure that you click the subscribe button, and if you are already subscribed, thank you, I appreciate you. So in today's video, I saw Camille Colazo, I hope I'm saying her name correct. I saw on her channel where she did a tribute for Mother's Day for her mom, sharing 7 things that she learns from her mom, 7 money lessons. So I actually really want to do the same because it is Mother's Month still. It's May. It's also my birthday month. So what better way to kind of honor my mom and like just mention all the lessons that I've learned from her. Then during my birthday month, during this time, she was heavily with child, heavily pregnant with me many moons ago, 30 years to be exact. So I just want to share with you guys 10 money lessons that I learned from my mommy, my South African mommy. So I have a list here so I don't forget. So I'm going to be sharing them in no particular order, but these lessons are really all pretty special to me. Lesson number 1, my mom always likes to say, "Ushiye isikhala sokuphoxeka," or leave room for disappointment. And it's a generic advice that she kind of often gives me because I'm this naive, optimistic girl. Like people who know me know would say, this girl is so naive. So my mom always tried to say, girl, she is khala sokuphoxeka. I don't always listen to her because I still continue with my naive positive ways. But this has helped me in terms of money stuff because I kind of try to be prepared. Like the whole thing of having an emergency fund, it all comes from kind of leaving room for disappointment. So if disappointment of some sort happens, this is how I'm going to be prepared for it. So that's one money lesson: leave room for disappointment and obviously be prepared for that disappointment somehow. And that's, for me, obviously translates in kind of trying to always be ready in situations, whether it's with cash, with having my bank card, money, access to money, an emergency fund, those kind of things. Money lesson number 2 is always help those that are less fortunate. So my mom would always kind of buy groceries for the other people who are not doing so well in our community. We went to this big church and people were from different backgrounds. So my mom would always like buy groceries. She'd be like, "Oh, let's start," whenever she'd be fetching me from school, she'd say, "Oh, let's go to the shops. I just want to buy a bride pack and a few things for this other lady from church." I'm like, "Oh, okay." She's like, "I just feel it that God wants me to do this." And then, yeah, so that lesson, she's kind of, that's one thing that I learned to give to those who are less fortunate. So it's something that I always try to do every now and again, like give something to someone and not always just be expecting to receive, because blessed is the hand that gives than the one that receives. And then lesson number 3, save up for the things that you want. My mom was always like, I know, like on her birthday month, she gets a bonus from work, a 13th check. She would always be on some, next year or when my bonus comes, this is what I want to do. I want to change the kitchen. I want to change the tiles. I want to do this. I want to do that. So for me, she just taught me to save up for the things that you want or to plan for them. So she'd always say, "I want this, I want that," and then I'd see it materialize and I'd say, "Oh wow, my mom managed to do this because she thought in advance and did it. She didn't just do things out of a whim." We were never surprised and be like, "Haibo, why is there a new, I don't know, a new anything?" She was always like, "No, this is what I want at such and such a time." And then when that time comes, best you believe my mom will do it. So yeah, save up for what you want, or like plan for the big expenditures. So that's another money lesson from my mommy. So lesson number 4, it's also with saving. The third one was, okay, save up for the things that you want. But then this one is kind of save in general. My mom would always say, "Udade do 2 days wam," like her 32 days notice account. She'd always say, "Udade 2 days wam, udade 2 days wam," whenever she refers to things that she wants to do, and she'd say she's gonna use that money. So I always felt like, okay, so as soon as I started varsity, getting an allowance when I was doing my studies, as soon as I had access to money, I was like, okay, I'm opening a 32-day notice account. It burned me because at some point I was like, I actually need access to this and I can't. My mommy never told me that. I just knew that it was a 32 days account. I didn't know like the details. But yeah, so that's like her constantly talking to me about her savings account where she's got her money, that kind of taught me to save. And yeah, obviously because we learned from our mommies, then the 32-day notice account was the first savings account that I had. So that was really a nice one for me, learning from her. But obviously it wasn't best suited for me at that point in time because I still needed excess. You know, when you save but you still want to dip back, that's the kind of saver that I still was in varsity. But yeah, it really helped me to start that savings culture. But guys, I do have a video where on the different types of savings accounts, 5 different types of savings accounts that you guys can try. So make sure that you check out those videos so that you always get the best savings account for your current situation, so that you don't end up like me getting a 32-day notice account whereas you're a dipper. You always go back. Yeah, so check out that video. Money lesson number 5 is gratitude. My mom always taught me to be grateful, and because I kind of carry this gratitude spirit with me because of her, I feel like my life is just that much better. I'm always grateful for blessings that come. So yeah, that's one thing. My mom would always tell me about her poor background when she was growing up and how she struggled, and where like in contrast to where she was or where she is now. And for me to see that and how grateful she was of how far she'd come, it just made me be grateful obviously for her and what she was doing for me. But it also just taught me the basic lesson to always be grateful for everything, even though I still want more for my life, but to be grateful for whatever it is that I have currently. And this has served me quite well. I'd see even when it's like, oh, it's salary increase season or season where at work we're getting bonuses and whatnot. I'm just always grateful for whatever it is that I get. As much as if I feel that I'm not being treated well, I will speak up. I will say, no, I don't think this is a fair increase based on blah 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 or whatever. But ultimately I still am grateful that I do kind of have access to resources. And I just feel that the gratitude, guys, is the secret sauce in life that just makes everything that much better. So I'm just grateful that she gave me the spirit of being grateful in all circumstances. If you are not subscribed, why not? Let's give you a minute. Thank you. Let's continue. Lesson number 6 is hospitality. My mom is amazing around the kitchen. Whenever we go, she'll make sure, like my husband loves beans, she'll make sure she cooks beans. She'll make sure she cooks ucheke, madombolo. She'll make sure she cooks imfino, like spinach. She'll cook all our faves. She's very hospitable. So that's one of the things that I've learned from her. I try to be hospitable. I lost the ball here and there, especially like, you know, when I had the kids, I'd be busy. Sometimes if people come around, I'm like not the best host, but I really do try to be a good host and to cook well. And even on a normal day, I try to make sure that even if we're not going out, but I try to bring the restaurant feel into my home so that we have a nice romantic dinner. If it's just my husband and I, or even if it's with the kids, I'll still make lovely food that they would think you only enjoy at a restaurant, but I'd make it at home because of the hospitality that my mom had and teaching us how to cook and how to do all these amazing things with your hands. So I'm grateful for her teaching me that skill of just being hospitable and knowing how to cook, because now I'll do lamb shanks, I'll do ribs, I'll do burgers, I'll do a whole lot of things at home with my bare hands. Obviously that saves me a lot of money in the long run, but I'm still having that enjoyment of having really good food, but from the comfort of my home. My mom also taught me to invest. My mom is a hustler. She doesn't know like your typical financial instruments to invest in, blah 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 blah, but the things that she does know, like buying properties and getting a return on that, my mom will go for that. And I was actually so proud of her when she bought this huge house that she's renting out, and I was like, what, mom, how could you afford that? She's like, yeah, she was buying it cash. I'm sure now it was like her 32 days was now like saving her and actually giving her money to be able to buy like that house and rent it out and other properties. My mom, that one is a hustler, so she's just taught me to try and have multiple streams of income and just invest in something so that you can get more money in. And I'm really really proud of her, guys. I'm always like, hey bo, my mom, she's always giving me a run for my money, because as soon as I'm like, okay, I am doing this, my mom will be like, guess what, girl, I'm doing this, I'm buying this. I'm like, what? Go girl. And then I don't know, she's just amazing. So yeah, she taught me basically to invest. The eighth thing that my mom taught me is do not waste. Specifically, the main area she would show this is with food. She does not throw out food. I know when my sister and I get home, we open the fridge, we're like, ma, something is off. And she's like, it's not off. Then we're having this whole debate of whether this thing is off or not. And we're like, ma, it's off now. But that just talks to her. She tries to get as much out of whatever resources she has. She doesn't just throw away food because there's new food that she's bought or she has money to buy other stuff. No, she makes sure that she uses full food up until like its last best before dates, and even after best before, it's best before, it's not expired. So it's like best, I don't know, she'll be like, it's not expired yet, it's just not best, but we still use it. So I really admire that about her, and she's taught me to also not be wasteful. So I try to not be wasteful in terms of throwing out food, but also like not be wasteful in different aspects of my life, like not to waste money unnecessarily in things that I don't need when I do already have those things in different forms. So yeah, her form of do not waste, that's one lesson that I've learned from her. And I'm sure from her it comes from those humble beginnings of they were struggling, they were poor when she was young. So it doesn't make sense for her to now waste things just because she has resources to now buy the finer things in life. So I'm grateful that I'm not wasteful when it comes to my money. Lesson number 9, my mom has taught me to celebrate the little that I have. So as much as she's always like, oh, you must save, you must not be wasteful, but she always on payday, without fail, we knew, oh, it's the 15th, she'd either take us out or bring takeaways. But it's like celebrating like her work, like celebrating that she's working and she's getting paid. So for me, that was a really nice gesture that was just teaching me to celebrate what you've got. As much as we're saving for the future, you still gotta live life now and actually like as other people would say, but like be happy in the moment and enjoy your resources, as much as you're gonna be responsible about how you allocate for the rest of the month in terms of saving, blah blah blah. But I like that about her. So I do also have instances of saying, hey, let's celebrate for whatever reason that we're celebrating. And then the 10th thing that she taught me is that not every setback will take you back. Sometimes it's a step up or for something greater. I don't know how to explain it, but so she taught me that even if something bad happens, something good could come out of it. That's the gist of this lesson. And this is because my mom, like in KZN or where we stay, there's just so much crime. I remember when we used to stay in Hammersdale, like they broke into our house while like we were at work, at school or whatever, and they stole everything. They stole my mom's AMC parts, they stole our TV, they stole our fridge. It was like they stole everything. Like the food in the fridge. It's like, okay, these people clearly parked the truck and they offloaded our house. And for us, obviously that was like a horrible experience, but then after that my parents bought a better house in a better neighborhood, and it was like a total life transformation, because we were now going from that Lokshin vibe to like a suburban life. And obviously that wasn't the only reason why they moved, but it was like this happened, but we managed. And then like a few years later, we'd restored everything. We had everything even better than how it was before. So as much as my mom has had so many setbacks, she always rises above. I remember even when she one of the years she was like, oh, with her bonus she's gonna buy us a computer. And then she bought this flat screen computer. It was like brand new. And I think 2 months later they broke into our house, and it was in August she bought it, and then in October they broke into our house and stole everything, including that computer. And I was like, what? My mom has worked so hard, but she was not like shattered and crushed like me, which reminds me of that verse that says we are crushed on every side, but we are not destroyed. We might be perplexed, but we're not destroyed, and we're not consumed. So it just I don't know, but her outlook on life always gives me that thing of Uguti, even if I have whatever setback, financial or otherwise, there'll always be a way to rise above and things will come out brighter on the other end. So when this happened, like there's lots of incidences that have set her back financially or otherwise, but she'd always see the grass being greener. I don't know, she'd always find the bright side, let me put it that way. So yeah, those are the lessons that she's taught me, that whatever, even if it's like, I don't know, I'm applying for a job and I don't get it, I know that it means that something better is even coming. So I'm always like, what? So that's what she's taught me from these instances of always being gracious with the horrible experiences that she has. She's just taught me that, okay, it's gonna get better, it's gonna get better, and I appreciate that about her. So those are the 10 lessons that I learned from my mom, 10 money lessons that I've learned from her. Let me know down below what lessons you've learned from your mommy and if you resonate with any of these that I've mentioned. And I know that I'm a mom myself, so I really just wanted to take this time to reflect, because you don't want to always be, I don't know, parenting and forgetting that people are learning from you. So I'm just hoping that one day my kids can also learn from me certain things, just like I've learned from my mom. Another thing is that people don't only learn the things that we tell them, but they also learn from the things that we do. So my mom, as much as she's told me a lot of things, a lot of the lessons were from things that I've observed from her, because I am a student of life. That's such a typical comment. It's like, you know, those shady pastors would use, like, I'm a student of life. Yeah, I'm a student of life. So those are the things that I've learned from my mommy, and yeah, I hope I can teach my children similar lessons as well. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you on the next video, and don't forget to subscribe. Cheers.